Namaskar, this is Nirja, and you are listening to Travel World Online. News highlights of the day. Belavia launches weekly flights on Delhi-Minsk route. Subhash Goyal bags coveted award. TAAI J&K Chapter highlights way forward for the tourism sector at AGM. Korean delegation calls on Himachal CM, discusses mutual cooperation. MakeMyTrip and Ministry of Tourism commemorate Independence Day with a unique traveller's map. Sydney scores FIFA Women's Football Convention 2023. Now, news in details. Belavia, the flag carrier of Belarus, has launched its first non-stop flight connecting Minsk with Delhi on 11 August. The service will initially operate on a weekly basis, with flights departing from Minsk on Fridays and from Delhi on Saturdays. From 20th September, the flight schedule will include an additional weekly flight on the route. The average flight duration is expected to be approximately 7 hours. We were earlier flying mainly to European destinations, but now we are increasing our presence in other markets including Asia and the Middle East. Today we are flying to several countries across the globe. From October onwards, we will start regular flights to Abu Dhabi. We are operating charter flights to Doha, Qatar, and now we are in Delhi, and I hope that the new flights will have a good result for us. We hope to cater to the demand of different segments including corporate, students and tourists. Igor Churjanits, Director General Belavia Airline, while speaking at an event in New Delhi. We expect that by the end of this year, we will have an extremely strong load factor to increase existing frequency, added Ularzimir Barkun, Deputy Director General, Belavia Airline. The commencement of direct flights between Delhi-Minsk is expected to provide a necessary boost to commercial and political ties between India and Belarus. We have been trying to start this flight for a couple of years, and finally it is a momentous occasion that the connectivity is now in place. The relationship between India and Belarus has been strengthened over the years. India is an important partner for us. The number of students studying in Belarus is increasing, so is the business ties between the two nations, said Andrei Rzhevsky, Ambassador of Belarus to India. Subhash Goyal, Chairman of Stick Travel Group, has been recently awarded Lifetime Achievement Award by Delhi-Ites magazine. The award was presented to Goyal by the editor of Delhi-Ites magazine Deepak Sondhi and Varinder Sachdeva, President of BJP Delhi State. Whatever little I have achieved is only due to my friends, well-wishers, and supporters, said Goyal in his acceptance speech. Travel Agents Association of India TAAI J&K Chapter organized its annual general meeting, AGM, at Radisson Blu Raj Bagh, Srinagar on 12 August 1923, where Chapter Chairman Athar Yamin Narwari briefed membership about the key developments in the tourism sector of the region. As per the official document of the J&K government, over 1.88 crore tourists visited J&K during the previous year up to December 2022. Out of which 26.73 lakh tourists visited Kashmir, which is more than double the previous highest of 12.99 lakh in the year 2016. Post-COVID era, Kashmir has witnessed tourist influx in all seasons, that too high-end tourists who enjoy a quality experience. This high influx of tourists has, directly and indirectly, benefited the local populace and brought cheers to the face of people affiliated with the tourism sector, be it hotels, guest houses, houseboats, homestays and other tourism services. The tourism industry in Kashmir is pleased with the good tourist flow and is optimistic that further growth would result from effective destination marketing. Without question, 2022 was the best year ever for the tourism sector in Kashmir. TAAI also requested that a cleanliness drive should take place on an urgent basis to save water bodies of Kashmir and mountains, which are the backbone of the tourism industry. Some of the suggestions of the TAAI leadership include the following. Tourism department should know there are two unique selling products in Kashmir, which are houseboats and shikaras, and they must come out with a policy of how these unique products in Kashmir can be promoted and encouraged. Additional washroom facilities and conveniences on the tourist routes and circuits should be created of modern facilities. Sound and light show at Shalimar Garden should be revived with ITDC Delhi on a war footing basis. Infrastructure development is needed but not at the cost of the environment, like Sonmarg and Pahalgam meadows are going towards the path of destruction. Proper planning should be a priority with experts from Austria or Switzerland should be engaged to make a comprehensive plan for Sonmarg, Pahalgam and Aru, due to their fragile ecosystem. The tourism department should run programs for youths who can work in the hospitality and travel trade sector as short courses. A delegation from South Korea, led by Eui Don Park, President of the Korean Community in India, called on Chief Minister, CM, of Himachal Pradesh Thakur Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu recently. During the meeting, the delegation proposed a business meet and golf cup to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the India-Korea friendship, which is being considered for September or October later this year. Expressing enthusiasm for the proposal, the Chief Minister extended a warm welcome and said that the state government was dedicated to fostering investment within the state. He added that his government is committed to promoting green industries in the state and in fact, has introduced several eco-friendly initiatives in its first budget. Himachal Pradesh government is laying more focus on attracting investments in the tourism and hydropower generation sectors, added the Chief Minister. There is no better way to pay homage to one's country than to bear witness to its many offerings that our forefathers fought to protect. This Independence Day, MakeMyTrip, India's leading online travel company, joins hands with the Ministry of Tourism to showcase 600+ destinations beyond the country's most popular travel wonders. The Traveler's Map of India microsite developed by MakeMyTrip provides an interactive platform for travelers to discover tourism gems that lie within the country's borders based on their preferences. This thoughtfully curated microsite has been designed in line with the Government of India's visionary Dekho Apna Desh program. G. Kishan Reddy, Union Minister of Tourism, Culture and Douanier, said, "We welcome MakeMyTrip's initiative to present India's diverse destinations and to promote domestic tourism. We invite more such initiatives to realize our collective dream of showcasing our country to the world." To arrive at the curated shortlist, MakeMyTrip looked through India's travel search history. With millions of visitors using the platform every month, the destination searches on the platform can be the nation's ballot for must-see destinations in the country. Based on this premise, the company selected destinations that are lesser known or are only familiar to people in certain pockets of the country. The selections have been further categorized with tags such as adventure, wildlife, heritage, mountains, beaches, etc., to help travelers sift through to their preferred travel genres. The Traveler's Map of India reflects the voice of almost every Indian traveler, which makes it aptly commemorative of 15th August, said Rajesh Mago, co-founder and Group CEO, MakeMyTrip. "We have always championed for the diversity of India's tourism offerings and wanted to push the envelope of discovery further. What better way to do this than to empower every Indian to be a spokesperson for the country's cultural, historic, natural, and geographical marvels. We are grateful to the Ministry of Tourism for supporting our initiative. It reaffirms our faith in our mission to exteriorize India as the most sought-after tourism destination in the world," Mago added. The Traveler's Map of India also supports the potential of domestic tourism as a powerful instrument for socio-economic development, thus contributing directly and significantly to the multifactorial growth of India's economy. Sydney has secured the second edition of the FIFA Women's Football Convention from August 18 to 19, 2023, to conclude the FIFA Women's World Cup 2023, which ends with the final in Sydney. Held at the International Convention Centre Sydney, the FIFA Women's Football Convention will host 1,000 delegates over 2 days in Sydney with an estimated value to the NSW economy of $1.2 million. Together with leaders from the world of football, they will discuss the development of women's football, whilst showcasing best practices to further inspire the growth of the women's game around the world. FIFA Secretary General Fatma Samoura said, "We can already say with confidence that this tournament is a game-changer for women's football. The crowds, the atmosphere, and the quality of football have been exceptional. I look forward to reflecting on that success and taking another enormous step to build on it at the second FIFA Women's Football Convention on the 18 to 19 August. FIFA has invited 211 member associations, as well as key global stakeholders, to attend the second Women's Football Convention, the inaugural event held in 2019. The focus of the convention will center around the development of the women's game, the social benefits of football for women and girls, and the positive impact it can have on female empowerment." The NSW Minister for Jobs and Tourism, the Ho John Graham said, "This is the biggest event in women's sport the world has ever seen. NSW locals and visitors have been turning out in unprecedented numbers to support their teams across the matches scheduled in Sydney." BE Sydney CEO Lynn Levy-Smith said, "While the FIFA Women's World Cup has been an incredible event to entertain global audiences and showcase women's sporting excellence, the FIFA Women's Football Convention 2023 in Sydney is where advances in the business and the human sides of the world game will be made, creating a legacy to embrace, educate, and empower women around the world through football." It also provides Sydney with the opportunity to promote and profile NSW's sporting excellence and capabilities in hosting the FIFA Women's World Cup 2023 and the FIFA Women's Football Convention. The FIFA Women's Football Convention will feature a variety of international speakers who are influential and successful in their field, chosen because they are playing their part in giving women and girls the chance to fulfill their potential, whether that be in football, sport, or society. That's all in Bulletin. For the latest updates, keep listening to Travel World Online Radio with you always. Kabhi bhi, kahi bhi.